All right, Nick, let's talk about the Michigan Wolverines. This is one of our favorite teams to talk about in all of college football. They have a lot of great things going, and I think this team is really building itself up for the future and showing that they can be really special, especially with a big-time recruit that they have just got.
Yeah, Miles, the good news keeps rolling in for the Michigan Wolverines program. I think you dug a really great report there. But before we get into that, Michigan fans got a question for you guys to answer, as always, in the comment section below. Look, it's the Wolverines, right? They've had a lot of great head coaches in history. Schembechler, of course, Harbaugh. Lloyd Carr was pretty good, in my opinion. But there's also been a lot of great assistant coaches in Michigan history, and that's what I want to focus on today. Give us the greatest assistant coach in Michigan Wolverines football history in the comment section below. All right, Miles, I'll throw it over to you. What's the latest recruiting update for Michigan?
Yeah, Nick, Michigan has hit it out of the park with this one. They have now gotten four-star edge Jacob Smith, and I think this guy is going to be really special for more than one reason. But let's get into the report. This is, of course, from over on Hayes Fawcett on On3 Sports. Breaks a lot, if not most, of the recruiting news in all of college football. So this is four-star edge Jacob Smith of Cheshire Academy announced his commitment to Michigan Thursday afternoon. The 6'4", 235-pounder chose the Wolverines over Notre Dame, Kentucky, Nebraska, and others. He also tabs in as the number 16 edge and the number 6 player in the state of Connecticut. The Connecticut edge joined Jim Harbaugh in the Wolverines' top 5 class in 2024. He is accompanied by 4-star running back Jordan Marshall, 4-star quarterback Jaden Davis, and others. And Nick, they are seeing double with Smith because others includes his twin brother, Gerard Smith, as well, joining Michigan in that top 5 2024 class. I think that's a pretty cool tidbit to add. Having twin brothers in college football, or in football in general, is always really fun for me to watch, especially when they're on the same team. But I'm interested, Nick, what are your thoughts on the addition of Smith? What do you think he can add to this Michigan program?
So he's a talented kid. He's an edge rusher, good size, good physical tools. Connecticut is not the best area for high school football, to put it mildly. So in those kind of situations, I don't like to watch a lot of film because a guy of this caliber just runs over everybody and looks so dominant. But it's Connecticut high school football. It's really hard to figure out how good people really are. We'll have to see when he actually put on the pads for the Wolverines, his first practices, to see exactly what his skill set looks like. But on paper, he looks really good. But here's what I want to focus on in terms of this commitment, Mize, is the fact they beat out Nebraska for this kid. And Nebraska reportedly was going really aggressive after Smith. And why does that matter? Is because Matt Rhule, the new head coach of the Nebraska Cornhuskers, is known for being a phenomenal recruiter. He's known for once people come into a building for an official visit, he gets them to commit. That's what he was successful with at Baylor. That's what he's already done at Nebraska. And we look at the history of Jacob Smith. He went to his Nebraska official visit, again, according to 24/7 Sports. And then he the week after, he went to Michigan, Ann Arbor, for his official visit. So he saw Ann Arbor and then goes to Nebraska, meets with Matt Rhule, does his whole official visit deal, gets wined and dined and all that kind of stuff, which is Matt Rhule's strength as a coach. And despite all of that, commits to Michigan a few weeks later. I think that's a great sign for Harbaugh in terms of the long-term pipeline of this program. Because Matt Rhule, to his credit, is a phenomenal recruiter, does a great job convincing kids to commit to Nebraska. Harbaugh beat him out, even though Matt Rhule got the last chance at him. He got the last word in terms of the official visits. I think it's a great sign for Michigan going forward.
Yeah, Nick, I really like this guy, as you said, and I think it's impressive they steal him away from Matt Rhule, who, as we said, has been a recruiting extraordinaire. I think this shows that, Harbaugh's always had the recruiting chops, but you got to keep him up to snuff. And every time you get a win like this, it just puts one under the belt, gets your pedigree up there a little bit. And I just think this is going to add going forward. I think Michigan can come up and really make themselves their number 5, number 2 in the Big Ten as far as recruiting. But I would be surprised if they can get themselves up into that top 3 overall in recruiting in the coming weeks and months. I think this is a team that's on the rise as far as their recruiting class goes. If not on the rise as far as the team goes, because they're already pretty dang good. We know that as they made the college football playoff. But I'm really excited to see who else they can snag in this class because all of these guys I see as big-time contributors to the Michigan football team.